And tonight, the Castle Rock community came together to honor one of their own. Steve Evans was a businessman, a philanthropist, and most importantly, a loving father.
And he died last week from complications of COVID-19. Denver 7's Gary Brode spoke with his daughter and shows us the special send-off for a man who meant so much to so many.
We're going to do a moment of celebration.
A proper goodbye.
I want everybody to lay on their horns.
To a man who seemed to only want to give.
He's my everything. Sorry. My dad was my world.
Steve Evans and his daughter Ellie made Castle Rock home 15 years ago.
He puts everybody else ahead of himself. You know, I think that's one of the most remarkable things about Steve.
Evans owned a local tap house in town.
That was the place I got to spend a lot of time with my dad.
And became a fixture in the community.
He was the kindest person I knew, and not because he was my dad, but just because he was genuinely kind.
In late March, Evans was taken to the hospital with shortness of breath. Later that day, he called his daughter.
This is the last time I ever talked to him, and I think the hardest part was hearing how scared he was, but him trying not to show it for my sake.
Evans, a former kidney transplant recipient, was forced to spend his 52nd birthday in the hospital. After 11 days of fighting, Evans died of COVID-19 complications.
Another nurse called me and told me that he was gone.
Ellie Evans tells her father's story so we remember the man and not the virus.
He's not just a number that's a part of the death toll or a statistic.
As the cars drive through town,
people are being so generous. It's amazing.
We love you, Ellie! We love you!
some stopping to help Ellie as they give Steve Evans their final farewell, where many first met him.
I think it shows how many people that my dad touched and how important that is, and it means a lot how many people love my dad.
So far, the community has raised more than $18,000 to help Ellie pay for funeral costs and other expenses. Reporting here in Castle Rock, Gary Brode, Denver 7.